Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna once said in Senate that if you want to understand the truth on what Kenya Kwanza is doing, then pay attention to two meetings. The first one is when they are meeting foreigners, the IMF and the World Bank. There you will know the state of the economy and the truth about everything. And the other meeting that you also want to pay attention to is when they are meeting a lean audience that doesn't have a two-way. Maybe in church, they're meeting some church leader somewhere, you will understand it because they try to break it down. And so today, I have found the answer that every Kenyan has been asking. Who are the Dubai friends that sent President Ruto, sent a plane to fly President Ruto to Dubai? And I've listened to that clip twice. Ruto said that the friends asked him, maybe let me just play for you that clip. There's something I wanted to get. It's a very short part of it.
Let me disclose here that it costed the Republic of Kenya less than 10 million. Because, let me tell you, I am not a madman. When I was told the cheapest plane was 70 million, I told my office, go book Kenya Airways. Yeah. So when some friends of mine heard that I was going to travel Kenya Airways, and we have built a big reputation as a country. We have built friends. Some friends told me, how much do you want to pay? I said, I'm not ready to pay more than 20 million. They said, bring 10 million, we will give you the plane.
Now, he's saying there, those Dubai friends asked him, how much are you willing to pay? And he told them, I'm not willing to pay more than 20 million. Tell me, even if it was genuine that fine, he was willing to pay something, and he was eyeing the same jet, could he have said 20 million? The answer is no. So from that point, you even know there is no way. So he was just saying 20 million so that you can see that the figure was just 20 and it was truncated to 10. But in real sense, the cost of that plane is 200 million. Now, that's not why I discussed it. I was explaining that to show from that point, ata alidanganya. You cannot say something that you know it's 200 million. You cannot say you're willing to pay 20 million. So even on that, you will just see where the lie lies. That is, by the way, in that statement, that is where the lie is. That he said, I'm willing to pay 20. You can't say I'm willing to pay 20 when you know the cost of the jet you are asking for is 200 million. Maybe you would have said, I was willing to pay 100. And so, I listened to Musalia Mudavadi today in Kimilili. Listen to this video.
Mwaka moja na sasa na miezi 7 hivi, Mheshimiwa Rais ameinua taifa letu katika mataifa ya dunia ya ulimwengu kwa kiwango cha juu zaidi. Ametutoa kwa pahali ambapo tulikuwa pale chini, na ameinua heshima ya Wakenya, heshima ya Mkenya ambayo yuko hapa Kimilili, na heshima ya Mkenya ambayo yuko Lungalunga, na yule yuko Lodwa, na yule yuko Mandera, mpaka tumetambulika vilivyo katika mataifa. This is an important message for the people of Kenya. Yeye kwa huo muda mfupi ameitishwa na Benki ya Dunia, World Bank, kupiga kengele ya kimataifa ya kutaka pesa zikusanywe ulimwenguni. Lengo lake ni kwamba kupitia kwa World Bank pesa ambazo anataka zikusanywe ni karibu bilioni 130 US dollars. 130 billion US dollars ili ziende kwa mataifa ambazo zina shida, ziinuliwe katika mambo ya kiuchumi. Ametambuliwa. Wiki hii ambayo imekwisha, yeye ametambuliwa na Benki ya Afrika nzima, African Development Bank, tena kupiga kengele kwa ulimwengu ili African Development Bank ipate bilioni 25 US dollars zisambazwe kwa mataifa ambayo yanahitaji, ambayo uchumi uko chini, ili wananchi katika haya mataifa yote yainuliwe. Yeye amekuwa mstari wa mbele kusimamia mambo ya Africa Climate Summit, mazingara yetu, ili tuzungumze kwa sauti moja. Kuna Nairobi Declaration ambayo sasa imechukuliwa na Afrika nzima. Yeye amesimamia Africa Fertilizer and Soil Health Summit, yani akizungumza kwamba anataka wakulima wapate fertilizer kwa bei nafuu na wakati mzuri na ile nzuri. Hazungumuzi kwa Kenya peke yake. Yeye ametoa sauti kwa Afrika nzima, ukulima katika bara la Afrika uimarishwe. Yeye kama rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya,
there the son of Mudamba is trying to break down the benefits of Ruto's US tour, and is speaking wearing his hat as the Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary. You get that language. He's talking about he was sent, alitumwa. And of course I know the objective was to tell the audience there that, you know, President is accepted and a superman. That was the objective. But in real sense, what Mudavadi is saying, if those are the things that Ruto brought, you may want to ask, who is the beneficiary? Is it President Ruto or Kenya? No. It's those financial institutions. And I will show you something. The World Bank President, World Bank President Group has always been an American citizen. They are the biggest shareholders in that bank. And IMF Managing Director has been a European national. So it normally alternates. And so, before President flew, I want you to look at these two photos. There was a meeting with World Bank Group President Ajay Banga. This was in State House. If you look at one person in that photo, you can see President Ruto, you can see that Ajay Banga, that is the World Bank President, and you can see the woman behind, oh, no, me don't say a woman, the ambassador, but it's a woman anyway, the ambassador, the US ambassador there, Meg Whitman. So you may want to ask, what was Meg Whitman with the World Bank President doing in State House with the President? This meeting happened a week before President Ruto flew to US. Yes. Yes. A week before President Ruto flew to US. And you will clearly understand that, you can see this other photo, they were there, that was his delegation. Then later on, maybe Kenyans need to understand this. The plane that Ruto used, I think I was just reading this, and by the nation has a very good story known, President Ruto's diplomacy and trade and UAE push to grow its influence. And they're saying something about that plane that I really want you to understand, yes. The major question has been that UAE, what will UAE get from Kenya after offering the private jet which is run by a company chaired by a member of the royal family, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Hamad bin Tahnun Al Hayyan. Where? Ndio huyu. That is the person. His Highness. And that person also serves. Now, he's not just a member of the royal family. The person that ran that jet also serves as the special advisor of special affairs at the Ministry of Presidential Affairs. And what does that show you? That the people that gave Ruto that jet are from the highest office in UAE. Ajay Banga is also based in UAE. So, you can correlate, you can draw the line and see why really these are the people. In fact, this is the person that gave Ruto. The Dubai Friends is talking about is these two gentlemen, that Ajay Banga, that World Bank president, and I also want to see you, the ADB president was also in the country here. There's the ADB president, African Exim Bank president. He was also in the country during a summit, this gentleman. And the third person also whose footprint is there is that UAE leader, that long name I've just mentioned. What is the name? That His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Hamad bin Tahnun Al Nahyan. These are three gentlemen that President Ruto is calling his friends. These are his friends, and I've taken that from what Mudavadi is saying. And to confirm it, I want you to listen to President Ruto's speech in KICC when he was answering the question on things he's brought from US trip. He said this.
The outcome of my visit to the United States, there were two significant outcomes. Outcome number one is investment of $1 billion for the first data center powered by green energy in Kenya. And number two, after extensive consultations with President Biden, and because he confirmed to me that he believed in the transformation of Africa and he wanted to support, because of the conversations we had, you remember, at the Africa Leaders Summit in America last year. And because America is a big contributor both to IDA and to Africa Development Fund, President Biden committed $21 billion that will go to some of it to the two institutions, World Bank, IDA framework, and Africa Development Bank's Africa Development Fund program, which we are discussing here today. The replenishment, the 25 billion Adesina is looking for the Africa Development Fund. And today, Mr. President, we are furthering that conversation with the confirmations we're going to make to enhance significant funding, concessional resources to Africa Development Fund so that we can meet the targets where we wanted, concessional funding, long-term resources, and at scale. I hope I have made a good case and I have met the pass mark.
What he's saying? He's saying about some dividends on how those people have gotten funding. So they sent him to US so that, because US is a shareholder, listen, US is a shareholder in the World Bank and IMF, one of the largest shareholders in those two financial institutions. So they sent Ruto to go and ask US to add money so that they could give more loan to the African countries. You know? Guys, I don't know whether you've gotten that breakdown, but you will understand the context of all this. So, what the question or what the question that a country must ask itself is, what is the interest of the purported Ruto's friends? What is their interest? What are they getting back in return. Kindly subscribe to our channel, and thank you very much for 7,000 subscribers, Maze. It's been a whole month of hard work, and just on that, there is something I want to share with you here. Yes, about a job. One of us is looking for a manager and an accountant. I want you to listen to this. Verma Sacco is looking for an accountant and account clerk and manager with some accounting background and experience in managing SACCOs. So you must have experience with SACCOs. The SACCO is located in Rodikopany, Homa Bay County. Send your resume on phyllisosewe@gmail.com. This is the spelling for Phyllis. PHYLISOSEWE@gmail.com. You can as well get to her directly. She's actually based in UK. You can contact her here. Plus 141 46 99 52 31. Remember, I would urge you directly to contact Phyllis Osewe on that, because I may not be of help. I cannot influence. But what can only be my joy and what I will report back is so and so, who is a member of this channel, have gotten that job. I think if one of us get a job through this channel, that will be my joy, because what I would always wanted is, it's just beyond politics. We also have to impact the life of others. Now, listen, Ruto was heading to the US. It was a state visit. So the US team are the ones that invited him there. Then United Arab Emirates hacked it. Some friends, I don't know whether it's his friends or friends of the nation, friends of the country. And if you want to know that there is something being hidden, President is our property, is the public figure, and every expenditure that he has to be known by the country. If these people are friends of the country, what is making it difficult for the State House to reveal? You know, if they are president's personal friends, then we must not be told. If it is someone, his friend somewhere, his personal friend, but also they're doing personal things, like he's gone for a holiday in UK, and we just see you in the US, we just see his photos in the beach and this and that, it's fine. But because this is a public office, and Kenyans feel the money was misused, was not used well, the best thing they would have done is to reveal those friends. And I think Mudavadi has revealed those friends indirectly or accidentally, by not knowing that through that he's actually revealing the curtain, he's breaking down, he's actually breaking it down. Of course, you could see Mudavadi alluding to the COP27, COP28, the World Summit, and this and that and others that have been done, trying to pause that. I'm seeing the UAE interest on these 5 areas. 1, Kenya is a gold route to UAE from East Africa. And before I talk about that, I may want to, you've been hearing of, I think that was back in 2020, if I'm not wrong. There's so many gold scandals in this country touching powerful politicians. And they're normally gold smuggled to Dubai, this fake gold. They've been that. So Kenya is one of gateway, one of the transit market for gold, transit airport, transit country for the Dubai bound gold, be it from the Congo, be it from where, Kenya. Those stories have been all over. And just to cement that, there was a deal that has been entered with between Kenya and UAE for the issues of, setting up some gold refinery in the country, and that one is in Kakamega. Yes, he's here. As part of the agreement, UAE Ministry of Investment and Kenya's National Treasury will work together on mineral exploration, processing, marketing, and mine development. So that cooperation, that is for the public consumption to buy it and to be written in documents. But in real sense, gold is one of the things that treasures that is thriving in the black market. Yeah, and by the way, one of the reasons why so many young people are rich in this country is because of that thing called gold. That's number one, and I'm seeing that as part of the keen interest. Number two, there is this story about establishment of first ever data center powered by geothermal energy in Kenya. It is bringing up 3 countries, and it was signed in the UK. I may just want to get it so that I can read it to you. Dr. Ruto witnessed the signing of, in March, Dr. Ruto witnessed the signing of a memorandum of understanding between Kenya and UAE that will see the development in the country of the first ever data center powered by geothermal energy. The agreement between Kenya's EcoCloud and UAE's G42 is to see the construction of IGW mega data center. During the US trip, G42 and Microsoft announced a package of digital investment in Kenya with an initial investment of 1 billion euros. And that is 130 billion. It's not a coincidence that Ruto got a state visit in March. The letter was sent in March, and it is still again in March that the deal that just read, was signed. So I'm also seeing that's one of the interest in it. On the digital space, we're looking at that. The other third interest of UAE is agricultural products. Kenyan's main exports to UAE are agricultural products and processed foods. Based on the data 2022, Kenya, a major tea producer in the continent, exported tea to the UAE, a significant amount exporter of the product. In UAE, major export to Kenya is petroleum products, and that is why we have the G to G. It is, however, worth noting that UAE acts as a trade intermediary, re-exporting goods from other countries to Kenya. So you'll understand the other interest. The other interest is financial booster for the World Bank. If these fellows wanted to receive money so that they get restructure and boosting from Africa, then even them, they want that money so that they can loan Africa more. So that is, ladies and gentlemen, that is my take, and that is a breakdown of the gentleman that Ruto is calling his friends. Thank you.